Hi folks, it's Andy and welcome to this week's Kendo analysis video. Got it right this week, yes. Basically, if you're new to this series, this is where I find videos from around the internet, from YouTube, and I take you on my journey with Mitorieko for them. Basically, I pick them apart, I look at the different aspects of them, the things that I take from it, and explain what's going on from my point of view as we watch it together. We're taking a little bit of a departure from that this week. We're doing a little bit of a different video, as this is a video that was sent to me by one of our viewers. I think it's from Finland, and basically it's of a fourth dan exam, successful fourth dan exam, and it was carried out in Nito, doing the two-sword style. Now, I often get questions about Nito, especially grading in Nito, and this is a really great example, I thought, of a good Nito Ryu grading, and it really clearly shows the points that you need to achieve to pass your gradings using Nito. So I thought it'd be a great chance for us to look at it together. It is a little bit of a departure from the concept of this series though, and I do often have people send me their videos and ask me for their feedback on that sort of thing, or do it in the next analysis or something like that. And it's something I've stayed away from until this point, but because I've had quite a few now, I thought it'd be worth a try. What do you think? Do you like this as an idea? If so, maybe we can start a new series with it. Maybe less of an analysis, but more of a sort of feedback type thing. I'm more than happy to do that. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you think you guys sending me videos and we sort of look at them together, so everyone can learn from it, is a good idea. Maybe we can do more of it in the future. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that sort of thing, and join the Kendo Show Early Access group. That's a great place to talk about Kendo, post your questions for Kendo Rant. Kendo Rant was yesterday. It was a really great episode yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's Kendo Rant, go and check it out right now. Okay, you've been and done that? Good. Welcome back. Yeah, go and join the Kendo Show Early Access group. And most importantly, don't forget to support the channel by shopping at KendoStar. KendoStar is my website, KendoStar.com. It's fantastic, amazing, wonderful Kendo equipment. It's the best in the galaxy, in the universe, and everywhere else. If you don't believe me, check out our Trustpilot rating. With the best rated Kendo shop on the internet. And that is, of course, what pays for all of this to happen. This channel wouldn't exist without KendoStar. So if you do want to support us and make sure that we keep putting these videos out and they do give you value, make sure you're doing your Kendo shopping at KendoStar. Right, let's get right into this. So our Nito Kendoka is on the left here. And like I say, this is an exam for fourth dan. So let's get right into this. Okay, so right away, we're starting off on the right track. And this is basically because the Reigi Reiho is correct bowing, correct chakuso. He's wearing his bogo correctly. It's all nice and neat. It's not a mess or anything like that. His uniform looks nice and neat and it fits him well. When doing Nito, when he does Kamaeto, and he takes the sword out, he takes the short or the small sword first, and then he prepares the large one for Sonkyo. That's the correct way. Good exchange of kakegoi here. Okay, good. Seme, good. Okay. So first, Yuko Datotsu. So let's look at this in slow motion. Again, we're looking at the participant on the right here, number 404 particularly. See how he's already started to come in and take the initiative here. He started to take the sen. I talk about this every week about taking the sen. He's already starting to put the pressure on. He's in control here, and his opponent is starting to react. And you can see his footwork isn't quite ready to react very well either, which is why he's not able, his left foot isn't in a position to attack. He's having to prepare it. But whilst he's preparing it, 404 on the right here, he's already started his attack process. And this is now really key, okay? This is really key. He makes a strike that fulfills the criteria of Yuko Datotsu, okay? I know it seems basic, but you'd be surprised at how many Nito Ryu gradings I see where whether it's for first dan or for fourth dan or for fifth dan or whatever, where people they go for the grading in Nito, yet their attacks do not meet the criteria of Yuko Datotsu. Of course, you can't pass the grading if that's the situation. So great men strike there. Okay, an attempt from both sides at door. No real Datotsu there. So here, I think what's quite clear is number 404, wasn't it? Is still keeping control of the whole Tachiai. Even though here 403 is starting to make attacks, they don't seem particularly well planned out. They don't seem to come from a place of sen or seme. He's just trying to have a go at trying to make an attack. Obviously, it's very difficult for this person. I'm sure they're probably not so used to practicing against Nito. So it is something that can throw people off too. Nice attempt at Orjiwaza there. Not really quite good enough for Yuko Datotsu, but a good chance. So again, we have the good chance for men. This men again. I think we have the same situation that we had before. So it's not just technical ability now. We're talking about taking the sen, taking the initiative, seme. Those things are exactly the same as for Chudan, okay? Here, his left foot's ready to go, ready to propel him forward, but our opponent here, not at all. As soon as he realizes something happens, he has to try and prepare his footwork, but 404 is already on the way here to make the strike. The strike's not perfectly on target, but it's not, it's not terrible. What I would say is a bit of feedback for number 404 here. You do need to improve your fumikiri a little bit. You're going upwards a little bit too much in this direction. You don't want it to be like a hop this way. You should be driving forward rather than up and down. I'd definitely be looking at working on that towards your next dan exam, your fifth dan. Okay, it's not terrible, but I definitely think you'll find you'll be able to attack from a further distance, and your attacks will be faster and smoother. Another good men strike. So here the partner makes a strike. I think at Kote, it's not really accurate. It's not really accurate. Also, it's not really... Zanshin is a little bit ropey. A very nice dekote here from the Nitoryu side. Okay, so we use semi. There's pressure here to elicit a reaction from our partner. I think this chap here, I don't know if he was successful or not, but he needs to work on improving the footwork, making sure that he's in a position to strike at pretty much all times, because he's often caught where he's having to prepare his footwork before he can strike, and in that time, he's being struck just like this. Have to make your left foot in a position to strike at all times. Otherwise, you're not in kamae, right? Another men strike. So it's quite clear here that our Nitoryu player is very much in control of the entire tachiai. Okay, most of the interactions are instigated or initiated by him, and his opponent is largely reacting to what's happening. Although that's happening as well, what that's backed up with is correct technical ability, which is extremely important for Nito. Yeah, you have to be able to hit with Kentai no Ichi, preferably with Fumikomi. If there's some reason you can't do Fumikomi because like you've got some injury or something like that, I know some people do Nito because of that reason. I mean, you need to still be able to attack with Kentai no Ichi. It doesn't mean you have to do Fumikomi, but generally you should be able to do Fumikomi. I mean, having said that, most people tend to go to Nito because they can't do Fumikomi with their right leg, so they do the left leg forward with Jordan or Nito or something like that. I don't know, but anyway, it has to be a good technical strikes that fulfill the criteria of Yuko Datotsu, come from a place of sen. You take the initiative, control the situation, and have zanshin, correct zanshin. So let's skip to the next one. I'm going to just skip back very slightly though. We'll come back to this in a second. But one thing as well that I want to talk about, that there is a clear difference between these two participants. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, is the chakso. The wearing of the bogu, whether it's neat and tidy. Our Nito player is very neat, tidy, very good. The hakama should be higher at the back than it is at the front. It should be slightly lower at the front than it is at the back, and that's what's happening here. But can you see how that's not the case on the other side? That isn't like a definite pass or fail thing, but it's something that you should be doing better by fourth dan. Okay, so yeah, the sort of the wearing of the hakama there is a little bit not quite right. And probably the shape of the men is a little bit odd too. It's a little bit kind of like this. You probably want to, I don't know if it needs tying a little bit higher or it needs kind of pulling a little bit more this way so you get that nice correct shape. Again, not a strict pass or fail point, but it certainly does help. Hakama are a bit short as well on the previous chat. Okay, so round 2. Good shouts from both sides. Okay, good. So I like how our Nito player is very proactive, looking to take the initiative, take the sen, applying semi right from the start, always moving forward here. And again, in response to this, our opponent makes a strike at kote maybe. I think it looks like he's coming for this kote. But we make quite a nice ojido this way. I'm not sure if you call it kaishido, but whatever. Kaishido you could call it. This ojiwaza against door, quite nice. Not sure for Yuko Datotsu, a little bit deep on the shinai, but quite good timing. Better than being hit, right? Okay, so this is going to go against his partner here. There's a clear difference between the time he makes the strike and he shouts men. Has to be together. Nice men attempt there. I don't think it was successful, but a good attempt. There's that door again. I think he's probably was more successful against the previous partner, but nice men here. So probably here for feedback for the Nito player. After striking kote here, I would be less tempted to go sideways to the right this way and more inclined to go forward like you would with Ito, Kendo. Because you've moved too much to the side rather than forward. And as I said before about that fumikiri, your fumikomi is quite shallow. You could actually stretch further if you improved your fumikiri. Because of that, you've left enough space for him to hit you. Okay, because you're moving to the side now. He's got enough space to hit your men, and he gets a good men here, good men. If you had made more of a forward strike, a deeper strike with better fumikiri, and going forward instead of sideways after the kote strike, then it would have been much harder for him to hit you with the men afterwards. Nice attempt at kote though. Okay. Good. It's good. So obviously the your partner tried to I don't know if he was trying to do tsuki. Looks like he was trying to do tsuki. Looks like it. So it was kind of aiuchi. Nice men strike though. Nice men strike. His ski wasn't really anything. So that's a nice door again. I quite like the door that you're doing. Okay, for the other player, this door attack would be much more successful if you hadn't done this pose first. This here, it's really obvious you're going to come to hit door now, because it's a common pattern, and people think that if they go like that, then the other person will raise their hands. But you see how it's really obvious to the guy doing Nito. So even though you can hit the door there, you haven't disturbed this kamae, so it's not really ippon, it's not really yuko datotsu. You'd be better off applying pressure to the center, door, not door like that. That's especially at this sort of level. You expect to see this at the sort of ikkyu shodan level, but this kind of door is never going to work in a mid-tier level encounter. It's just not convincing. Yep, nice kote there. Nice kote. So again, if we watch in slow motion, our Nito player steps in, takes the initiative first. Okay, it's very easy, right, to make the excuse if you're the person getting hit by the guy doing Nito. It's very easy to make the excuse. Well, he's bashing my shinai out the way with his shoto, and that's why he's able to hit. It's not the case. Look, he's taking the initiative. He's taking the sen. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as the concept with Chudan, with Ito. And he gets a fantastic kote strike there. That's perfect. Very, very good. It's not because he's using the shoto that he's able to make that strike. He's using the shoto, indeed, to control the shinai as you would with Ito. But he's taken the initiative. He's elicited a response from his opponent who started to strike. Bam, debana kote. And the concept is just the same as it is with Chudan. And there we go. So again, we come back to the center. Correct. Sonkyo. Good posture. Puts the daito and then the shoto away. Moves back here. And the last thing I would just say for you on the Nito side, okay, is this very last part when you go to Sageto, okay? This very last frame, trying to get past these. See if you did it in the other one. Okay, yes. So the last bit I would say, and it's a bit, I understand you're holding two swords, but this shouldn't be happening here with your shinai, where the tsukagashira is pointing down towards the floor. It should be above the kensen. It should be pointing upwards. Okay. And even here, when you're at Sageto, it's kind of level and the shoto's pointing down. It needs to be pointing upwards. All right. That's a very small point of reigi that is worth remembering for your next grading exam. Okay. Otherwise, what a fantastic grading. Great example of how to pass a grading using Nito. Concepts are the same as with Chudan. Taking the sen. Making points that fulfill the criteria of yuko datotsu. That means you have to have kikentai no ichi, done at a good opportunity, and have zanshin. Okay, good footwork, good kamae, good chakso, good reigi. All right, there's nothing particularly different about this than there is with a Chudan Ito exam. If you're looking to grade in Nito, this is definitely a great video to watch. I'm not sure if it's a public video, but you can watch it via this video that we've made here. But yeah, this is a great benchmark to look at and say, okay, that's fourth dan at Nito. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of these sort of feedback style reactions to videos that you sent me. I think it sounds like a pretty fun idea for a new series. I'm talking in addition to the existing Kendo analysis that we do. So we'll carry on looking at like Japanese clips and stuff, and then maybe we could add these sort of videos as well. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, join the early access group, and shop at KendoStar. See you all next time. Thanks for watching.